Stanton has been good to me these last few years, but now with the Pyro jump gate finally open, it's time to try something new. And stepping into the unknown means leaving behind comfort, your routine, your job, maybe even some friends. Stanton will always have a special place in my heart, but now it's time to chase new sunsets on distant worlds and turn new opportunities into fresh beginnings. I mean, that mostly means turning bounties into piles of credits. Even though I'm going to new places, it doesn't mean the people have changed very much. There are still bounties to collect and other people's cargo to steal. And obviously all the skills that I've learned here are the ones that I'm taking with me, wherever this jump gate might lead. And there she is, the jump gate to Pyro. And I'm no scientist, so if you expect me to explain to you how this whole thing works, I'm not the right guy. I've been trusting a penguin to do most of my navigation and planning. I'm just in charge of getting us through in one piece. We can't be starting our adventures in Pyro with a damaged ship. Making it through the jump gate was a piece of cake, but now we are truly in the unknown. I've really only heard rumors of the kind of people Pyro can attract. As far as I can tell, there are a few different factions or gangs, whatever you want to call them, and they all don't play nice with each other. And thankfully, I can make a lot of money by playing the morally gray hitman. Being this close to the jump gate though, there aren't many contracts out and about. But I have my eyes on one place that I've been dying to check out, and that's Bloom, or Pyro 3. And from what I've seen, it's one of the nicer looking planets in this system, and I want to see what kind of contracts that I can pick up while exploring this new planet. I know some citizens have already laid claim to parts of the planet, but like I said earlier, nobody really likes each other here, and the business of forced evictions is very, very lucrative. The first contract that I was able to snag came with a huge reward attached to it. I'm talking over 100,000 credits with my name on it. All I had to do was just take out one pesky little bounty, but they are held out on an outpost on Bloom called Shepherd's Rest. The details on this contract were pretty slim, but I can only assume that with a payday like this, I can expect there to be bodyguards around basically every corner. So it's important for me to keep my distance and make sure I don't get snuck up on. I haven't been in the pilot seat for a while, and I don't know. Everyone seems to be feeling a little bit more reactive and deadly lately, which is why you'll see me using the A03. It'll be my go-to weapon for most of these contracts. At this point, long distance is the safest distance for me. Shepherd's Rest is a little farming outpost that's ran by the citizens for prosperity. They mainly concern themselves with trying to control the outlaws in Pyro, which is exactly who hired me for this bounty. The citizens have always been a pain for the outlaws around here, but you know what? I'm not paid to have a conscience, just a steady aim and a good trigger finger. As soon as I landed, I did notice that the skies were getting a little bit too busy for my taste, and it was only a matter of time before one of those pilots got curious and came snooping around my Corsair. I still have to move fast, but still be careful, which is why the first thing I did was go to the roof of my ship and do a little bit of scouting. And I'm glad I did, because I did spot somebody just on the outskirts of the base, which they could have ended me if I decided to go in guns blazing. I chose to take it slow and knock out the one guy standing guard around the perimeter, but on my way in, I did notice just another citizen off in the distance doing some more honest work of scraping hulls off of crashed ships. Now I'm just praying that he doesn't get too close to me and decide to leave me with the husk of a ship, so I'll be keeping an eye on his whereabouts for the next little bit. So far, Shepherd's Rest is really testing me. Right now I got a full outpost of trigger-happy bandits in front of me and citizens all over the skies. I just can't be worried about all of that right now. I need to put this gravity-defying man out of his misery. Those first few shots was like poking the hornet's nest. I mean, I could still see more people moving around inside of the base, so I had to reposition and get a little bit closer and hopefully flush the rest of them out. Well, now I don't know who gave these citizens anti-sniper technology like this. That's why I always come prepared with my Karna if I ever have to get a little bit closer. With this outpost all cleared out, I could finally breathe easy and patch up some of my wounds. Now, I gotta say though, these citizens of Prosperity had it made. I mean, look at this place. This is the kind of homestead a bounty hunter and a little penguin could really get used to. A little plant area and a nice cozy fireplace for cooking and storytelling. I mean, it's not too bad. It's just a shame that it's full of corpses at the moment. I mean, I didn't bring any way to clean blood out of the carpets from Stanton, so I guess I'll just leave the front door open and leave it for squatters to take over. As I was leaving, I felt very happy that I decided to not make myself at home because guess what? The skies above Shepherd's Rest were getting very, very, very busy. It looked like some sort of dogfight was going on and I didn't want any part of that. The kid doesn't even have opposable thumbs, so asking him to hop on the remote turret never turns out good. So instead of sticking around to pick off the winner, I chose to leave. As I was leaving though, I heard something, and when I turned around, I saw a poor little wounded Corsair. It hurts my heart to see my baby hurting like that. I just hope that their pilot got the repairs that they needed. For my very first contract in Pyro, I was blown away. I mean, this has been way more exciting than just bunker running in Stanton. Trying to just pray another citizen doesn't come crashing my party at any second is an adrenaline rush that I did not know that I needed. The loot is pretty mid, but the payday makes up for it for sure. So why end the good vibes at Bloom early? Let's grab one more contract and see where it takes us. I'm glad that I decided to take one more contract because I would sell my entire fleet just to have a little property on this corner of paradise. So welcome to Narina's Rest. Daydreaming of a home here has its time and place, but the time is over and now it's time to get back to work. As much as I want to watch the sun rise and set here, this outpost is still full of bad eggs that need to be taken care of, and I want to get paid. I had to park a good distance away because of the anti-air turrets. I mean, they would just absolutely tear me apart if I got too close, so it'd be a good opportunity to scout out. Obviously, those anti-air turrets have been playing favorites with other citizens. I mean, I want to say that these ships are abandoned, but you know what? Assuming that will only get me killed. I mean, they're either still on their own mission here, or maybe they're just dead. Let's hope it's the latter. So it's just after dusk and I got the outpost all cleared out, and guess what? I got paid again. Another small fortune in my wallet. But again, the loot was pretty mid, and all the armor and weapons that these guys are carrying are all beat up and worn down. I mean, it's nothing really that I want to take home with me and show off. Still looking for that nice little treasure or trinket. I mean, my time will come soon. But for now, I think it's time to go up and restock at a new outpost and get some snacks for the kid and I. The kid and I have only really explored one planet so far in Pyro, and I gotta say, I am impressed. I didn't know that Pyro would have so many outposts just teeming with activity and action. I mean, the kid seems to like the new views too. Little adventures like this make the risk of leaving the comfort of Stanton worth it. So, yeah, even though everyone wants to kill us, but, I mean, how are you supposed to make new stories and make new lore for yourself without stepping out of your comfort zone just a little bit, right? We only have one planet checked off of our adventure list, but before going on to the next one, we had a little conversation and decided to take a little break because, you know, since arriving in Pyro, we've really only been on the hunt for people and honestly the highest paying contract. We've been a little bit greedy. But now it's time to kick back and relax for a little moment. Dude, what did I tell you about buckling your seatbelt? There you go. Home sweet home. The closest space station where we could really check off everything on our list is one called Patch City. Now, it's not the most welcoming name, but you know what, according to my Moby Glass, it has food, water, ammo, and most importantly, fuel. Stepping into Patch City was not the most welcoming experience. I mean, it makes me miss the air-conditioned elevators and New Babbage just a little bit, but you know what? Hey, beggars can't be choosers. At least it feels like the security is a little bit better here. I mean, the security is really the only good thing, though. I mean, the food is interesting. The kid seems to like the rat on a stick. I just didn't think that I'd have to bust out the emergency MRE so early. Patch City does have some pluses, though. The armor and weapon choices are top-notch. I don't think you can just buy a sniper rifle from a kiosk in Stanton, but you can here. And these guys serve beers to penguins. That's rare. My little co-pilot deserved it though. He's been buttoning up the ship while I've been, out clearing outposts. So, cheers to the kid. This dive bar is good for two things. One is relaxing, and the other is listening to rumors. The kid is good at fixing ships and keeping his ears open for new jobs, and so the rumor is MONOX has a little headhunter problem, and that little problem can be solved by us. I mean, the loot might be better too. These guys like to hold up in derelict outposts, which means someone might have left some goodies behind for us to find. Now, there's really only one way to see if the rumors are true, and that's to pack up, plot a course, and head to the next planet. Welcome to MONOX. It's just another planet full of criminals, which means more money-making opportunities for us. The coordinates we got for this contract were pretty vague to say the least, but we just need to get there and see if there's any squatters at this outpost and obviously take care of them. And who knows, maybe the credits we're making won't be the highlight of the mission. I don't know what kind of treasure can be found here in Pyro, and honestly, I'm eager to find something special and bring it back home for everybody to see. As I got closer to the outpost and I was just about to land, I did notice one little abandoned ship. Now, it's just an Avenger Titan, and even though my Corsair could tank a lot of the damage from that ship, I still need to be a little bit worried about where that owner is. You know the drill by now. Land far away enough from the outpost, bust out the A03 and scout out ahead. See what dangers are out there. This outpost is large to say the least, and with a vague eliminate hostiles objective, it's hard to pick where to go first. And so honestly, I just decided to go exploring for a little bit, get a lay of the land, and maybe pick up some loot. And I did actually manage to find a little crystal in a box, not really quite sure what it is or how much it's worth, but I will give it to the kid as a little memento. But no more treasure hunting. I spotted my targets. I could really only see one guy on patrol outside of the outpost, but once I got just at least one shot off, it felt like I really poked the hornet's nest. And it made me regret never buying a suppressor for my rifle. Maybe one day I'll learn. With the last of the gang members taken out of the outpost, it was time to go check their pockets and see what goodies were hiding. I mean, other than just restocking on med pens and ammo, I couldn't really find anything terribly interesting. I mean, except for just this one random guy that they decided to lay out on a table or a counter. I mean, I'm not really sure what it is, but I did find it a little bit concerning that his prison pocket was labeled as a container. I mean, I didn't think that I would see that today, and so I just thought I should make you suffer with me.
No, this poor man, that's not normal. That is not normal.
The treasure hunt continues in Pyro, but at least I'm not leaving this outpost empty-handed. I mean, the kid still gets a little treat. I mean, this crystal matches his fur, so I thought he'd enjoy it. But again, the thumb issue creeps up and made this gift exchange very awkward. Now, awkward gift exchanges aside, it is time to follow up with one last rumor that we overheard at Patch City. There's an abandoned mining outpost on the outskirts of the system, and rumor has it There's a freelancer stashed in one of the old hangars that is full of mystery cargo. Now, all I have is the coordinates, but of course, the first thing I see when pulling up is, yeah, that's an Idris. Now, I didn't expect to see that war machine just cruising through an asteroid field, and so I had no choice but to keep my distance because I was not sure of how many people were on board and how many of those turrets were manned. I mean, just a few well-placed rounds from that would end this trip early for the kid and I. Thankfully, it didn't take long for that Idris to drop its shields and take off into Quantum, leaving the asteroid base free and open for me to explore. The next problem were the turrets protecting this place. Now, I had to be careful and watch my shields because these turrets show no mercy, and I was not about to get shot down out of the sky by just some pesky turrets. Now, while trying to find the entrance into this dang base, I did come across someone's oopsie. I mean, there was just a random Ursa floating around. I've no idea how it got there, and I'm not paid to ask questions, just get results. This base is surrounded by turrets. Every corner, nook, and cranny had a turret crammed into it somehow. These guys on the landing platforms were annoying enough, but the really annoying ones were the turrets that were tucked on the rocks, making them almost impossible to see before they started shooting at me. I mean, I did spend a good amount of time just circling the base, taking shots from these things, and let me tell you, I took a lot more damage than I thought I did. And so if the sparks and random gas leaks weren't enough proof to show you that these turrets that are here are not very friendly, then I don't know what I'll prove to you. But hull damage aside, I did eventually find an old airlock that I could EVA to, and thankfully there weren't any turrets around, so this parking spot was as safe as it's going to get for now. I know the kid and I can repair most things, but not this. I don't know what kind of cargo is on board this freelancer that I'm about to steal. I just hope it's enough to justify these repairs I need to make to my Corsair. I mean, I'm already this deep into this contract, so there's no backing out now. Only thing left to do is board the station and just hope I get to see this treasure chest of a spaceship. Once on board, I need to make my way to the hangar of the station, and this layout is so creepy. I mean, it's just like Patch City, except way more. I mean, I don't know. I didn't think Pyro stations could get any more disheveled, but here we are. Pyro is just full of surprises. I mean, it is eerie to see shops and lobby areas just empty, but I'm not worried about that. Eventually, I did find the one working elevator on the station, and it took me right to the hangar that was holding my prize. Too bad this cargo belonged to somebody else, which means, yeah, it's time for me to do some forceful reallocation of their assets. This freelancer was stuffed with stims and gold, the real prize. The last thing I had to do was just get these hangar doors open so that I could power up the ship and load up all the goodies into my Corsair. Only problem was there were still some bandits creeping around the station, which meant I wasn't out of the woods yet. I had to be careful because even these shotguns from long range were just ripping holes in my armor and making life extremely difficult, but that was about to be the least of my worries. With the hangar doors open, the last thing on my to-do list was to expertly pilot my way out of the hangar and not die. Sounds easy enough, except my good friend anti-air turrets decided to show themselves again and really spice up this cargo mission for me. Now I thought I could get cheeky and just take out the turrets, except I wasn't expecting this ship to, not have the firepower that I'm used to.
System destroyed. Engines destroyed. Weapon system destroyed. Missile
Believe it or not, I'm pretty used to flying half a ship. Any Corsair owner knows that the wings are made of paper, so losing an engine or two is just a daily occurrence. But instead of taking my chances against that turret anymore, I just parked my prize behind a nearby asteroid and decided just to deviate all the way back to my ship and do that cargo exchange in relative safely away from the base. I decided to leave the stims on board for somebody else to grab, but I did take about 12 SCUs of gold, which makes that total haul worth about somewhere around 75,000 credits, which is, surprisingly enough to take care of all of my repairs, and on top of that, even fill up my quantum tank. But that is it for this little adventure in Pyro. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this as much as I had fun making it. Now, I know I took a pretty massive break from sharing my stories with you guys, and without getting too much into the reasons why, just know that I missed you. I missed hearing your stories and watching you get excited about all these little things coming to our verse. I mean, I got some really fun ideas planned for the near future, so just please make sure you do all the basic YouTube stuff and stay up to date with what I get up to, and just thanks again for all your support over the last few months, and most importantly, the last few years. Seriously, this has always been a little dream of mine, and it's beautiful people like you that I have to thank for that. So, thanks again for watching my video all the way through, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.